Daddy Sanders. All right. Get hype, everybody. Colonel Sandys is in the chat. All right, so here we go. We got to set this up, get everybody in Discord. So for those of y'all who are joining, head over to the Discord and we are going to go into General. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals
Oh my god.
and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared.
Be a time competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them you're on.
A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it. Then so be it.
I'm not a fool. You're the fool.
Good one, Van. I like your gumption, MellowNaybor. I'll be waiting for your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Arr!
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. In case anyone was wondering, I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Look at Diamond, I was formed under pressure, and that was my chance to shine. I'll defeat you myself.
Is this turning into a shonen?
Yes. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? Quick.
100 Celsius.
That's right. But how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub down my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? Was it 7?
11.
It was 11.
11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavors?
Vigilance?
Dude, I didn't even pick one. How did this two work?
No, I think you pick gratitude.
Good effort.
That's right. You must never take the opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you'd want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where did it come from?
A small town.
A small town. That's right. This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Arr! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success?
Sizzling.
That's wrong. No. Don't make me get my spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, MellowNaybor.
He's actually cheering for you. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy? Oh shit. It's so fast. Get your mind back into the competition. Grrr. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a honk!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. It's so quick. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes!
Ashley, still want to do this one?
I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but she does. And a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Jesus, did you turn it off?
Gee, no!
Careful. But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame.
Tut tut. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over.
Yippee! I was so close to finishing my dish!
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of MellowNaybor injury. You see Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I am the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a variety of delights. Take you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence.
Oh shit.
I was going to ask Madame Shi to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a sliced ham, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pears of blueberry jelly.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley?
Ashley has to be special with the E.
I know. Is that how you say it? Is it
Yeah.
Ashley? Okay.
You.
As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. We're gonna internalize. We're gonna allow this to happen. It's okay.
Let this bother me.
Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. A storm ranges. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends.
He's so mysterious.
I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving sorry, it's hard to read that there, would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay!
Yay!
Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's a spork monster again.
Kill the spork monster?
Gorko, the spork monster, is here to fight a hero.
Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu?
I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night.
We did battle him. That's why I'm wondering why he's back. Oh, wait,
Who's Gorko?
Yeah, who wants to do Gorko?
Oh my. Oh, okay. I might as well take Gorko since I took Gorko. That was Gorko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them.
Are you stronger than Borko?
I feel like you need to put more phlegm into this.
Turn into a French person.
Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. What do you ask?
Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you.
It's just that we beat Borgo pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel pretty guilty about that. If he could take it back, I would.
I think it was Meldamshi. What Meldamshi is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies.
You look so disappointed.
I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I got these pointy teeth and claws.
All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all?
Hell yeah.
Of course I do.
Inspiration strikes, and you come up with a quick idea.
Chop on this.
You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth, and he devours it in one gulp.
Delicious. You are much nicer than that evil student who once, upon a time, turned me into this creature who stands here today.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at the school until one day, some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spellbook?
Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and I shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through the sorcery and ghoul. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Meldamshi, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home. What the
This is my rooster.
Bro! Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him.
It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance and of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps.
Now you've gotten him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you?
Keep it
Nah,
a secret.
you need to bait this hook. Keep it secret.
Keep it a secret.
Actually, I said too much. Please forget I ever said anything.
You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack.
I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I've got many, nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours.
Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd only be fair.
Colonel Sanders' face grows serious.
Ah, yes, about that. You see,
Yes, Colonel?
I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was a fake.
Oh. Oh no,
Not the redacted ingredient.
not the redaction.
The forbidden spice.
the ingredient you shared with Miriam, it wasn't true? You're angry with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he was probably right to do so.
You mean it wasn't one of the real 11 secret herbs and spices?
You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secret. To me, my recipes are priceless.
Well, I have something to confess. That secret ingredient you told me, I shared it with Miriam, my bestie.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but now that you've come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellow chefs again.
I promise to be honest from here on out. I really do.
I am counting on you.
Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw.
Damn.
Let's go.
Wow.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway.
Magnificent!
Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
Okay, Dahmer.
Yo, he's intrigued.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping.
Check out that rooster.
Gotta check the rooster.
The camel in the photo too.
Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap an item to discover more about Colonel. Rooster? Everybody want to find out about this rooster?
Yes.
That was the rooster. Rooster.
You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real.
It was his first chicken.
Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state of the bird. The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky."
Yo, I want to know why he doesn't have a backyard and he apparently lives in a swamp.
Let's check out the swamp. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain ranges beyond. Just then, the ghost of student pops up.
I forgot about this guy again.
He always pops.
Are you thinking of heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
Wow. Just doing that to him.
You open the window a crack, and the ghost of student is swept out with a
You
breeze.
just ejected him.
Alright,
I want the camel. What's the camel?
the camel. A photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man, visiting the pyramids of Egypt.
Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices.
I gotta know what's going on with this baby picture.
Oh my god.
That goatee though.
An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture just for themselves? Sorry, I said that wrong.
I'm just saying that baby grows more hair than my brother does.
Got good genes.
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right?
Oh.
Shit.
Mystery door?
Mystery door? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aw. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket. He forgot to take it off. Which one do we want to go with?
Tell him you're cold.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up.
Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace.
Yeah. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer?
Colonel Riz.
Yeah.
Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook.
I should be home studying.
Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes, Meldamshi?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence!
Whoa, whoa.
You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges from the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous.
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to the cookery?
Take him down a
Take him down a peg. Back
Please.
off, Colonel.
It's good, but my mom made better.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a good one. You can't say shit to that.
Don't talk about my mom.
Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. Did your little jab land too hard?
Colonel,
I know what you're going to say. I need to do better if I'm going to leave my mark on this world.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he grazes out the window.
Mix this man right out his kicks. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail.
Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home and find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. I'm so nervous. All right, quick check-in, guys. Are we good for another 15 minutes and then we'll call it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Sure.
Everybody good? Okay.
Yeah.
You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night.
Oh no, robot time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just.
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but.
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
No, you can't.
Since I've been partnered with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy.
She's in love.
Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Skydiving. Damn, that's one heck of a first date.
That's what I'm saying. Yeesh. Did she just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker.
I'd be down.
Hey, don't be mean to Clank like that.
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too, to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
Now when you say it like that.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers.
There's only one option.
That's the best friend, man.
Exactly.
Where's option B? Where's option B?
Together with your bestie, you feel like you could do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You could tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop. Ah, poor Pop. Though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, well, you know, he's Pop.
Who's the JoJo character?
Van Van.
Oh my god.
Van Van the Man Man.
What's a swelly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swelly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
He's so innocent.
You can get your swelly dip too.
Why do we pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school. But who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Mildum. She's suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
Never give up. Ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are getting close to boiling over. Naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Meldamshi, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
I'm too concerned about my hands, Colonel. Yesterday, I'm broken nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate toast?
Damn, Ashley.
Gooey. It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Fired. Excuse me, Meldamshi. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Maybe you could tell me more about your thoughts as we walk in the class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Meldamshi.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Man doesn't take rejection well.
I think he's feeling a little heat coming from Maldamshi.
Took the salty and the woman.
Just trying to protect my Colonel standards.
My colonel.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through these pages.
Oh, that book? It looks like it's bad news.
It's just something I found laying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it really weren't that powerful?
I can't think of one surefire way to find out. Oh, well.
You open
Sorry,
to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page.
I could use this spell here, and it says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
No!
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast the forbidden spell, or don't do it after all.
Don't do it after all. To fuel the fire with my energy when I cook food in the kitchen, seeing Colonel Sanders right there.
Can't we cast it on Ashley? That'd be kind of funny.
Who are you?
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles
Where's
is...
Gorko?
Oh, is Gorko gonna come in?
Where is he? He wanted the book.
Gorko!
Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. Is he hungry or is he unpredictable? Wait to see what happens.
Wait.
Oh, no, my dog wants to eat. Hang on, guys.
That's ironic.
Thematic. I mean, corgis
That's one
are.
of- Hang on 1 second.
Corgis can be pretty unpredictable. As smart as they are, they can be some of the dumbest dogs.
Hey, mine's pretty smart.
Yeah, corgis are smart until they decide not to be.
That is true. I have no comment.
Leaning towards the weight to see what happens.
I'm just saying, don't give the old homework. That dog is a connoisseur of flavors. You were asking a lot.
Yeah, but maybe he has a guilty pleasure.
Like socks.
No.
Like old homework.
All right, if Van comes up, we'll get Dawn to jump in. Sprinkles stops in his tracks. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. I can say that that's accurate. Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Dom, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You only missed the talking squirrel outside.
Named Terrence.
Cuckoo.
You'd better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrels in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, MellowNaybor, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see? But before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Uh-oh.
I told you to save it for after class.
Damn, my man couldn't wait.
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane? Strapped to a stranger?
Oh no. Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
And
But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joanne. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know?
On point.
Oh well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joanne with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care.
sad beat.
Has hands.
Depressing robot. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh no.
No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing just go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! Okay, I feel like we should stop it here. This is gonna be a showdown.
Oh shit, the FCSCEs?
I know. Alright, let's go back to the title screen. Okay, everybody, thank you who have voiced today. You all are amazing, qualified